Dollar. Dirt on money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back, baby. We got the new Sunny V2, the TikTok youth pastor who isn't going to heaven. I don't know how we're going to do a video like this, but hey, personally, I ain't got no heaven or hell to put nobody in. And hey, I ain't holier than thou to judge no one. So, to each his own, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Sonny, I hope you are a person that walk by whatever and whatever faith you believe in, and so you can get into heaven. Since we judging those who we deem are not gonna, I don't know. I'm not the type of person, but you ain't going to heaven.
Yeah,
That's not me, man.
But
let's see what you got cooked up, man. Like now, I might be like, hey, I don't agree with what you're doing, but hey, he can repent today and be gone tomorrow. Go to heaven. You never know. But hey, with that being said, make sure you check out the links in the description box
down below.
You already know where to go, man. You want to first support? All you have to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
liking it with a thumbs up.
But let's hop into it, y'all. Let's check it out. Let's see what Sunny got cooked up for us. You ready, C?
I'm ready.
I'm
ready.
Let's go, man.
Joe Robe made it seem like he was holier than holy. As a Christian youth pastor, he dedicated his TikTok to showing respect for women until 6 different people exposed him for his own secretly terrible history. You could see the red flags in early tweets like this one. I am a Christian, and I support LGBTQ, and I support BLM, and I support people of other faiths, and I support a women's right to choose. The need to vocalize his own morality was almost strangely excessive, and his TikTok videos weren't any different. He wanted to punch all men who talked about how women dressed, while reminding his female followers that they had total control of their body. When he wasn't supporting women, it was instead minorities.
It's homophobia, racism, misogyny, you name it, all thinly veiled as a joke, and you're not fooling anybody.
Which people found suspicious long before he was exposed.
But when this dude is making almost his entire personality about respect women, always be nice to women, respect, it gets a little overboard, to be honest.
When questioned about his motives, Joe Robe snapped pretentiously,
"Just imagine being so worried about losing your male privilege that you would call anything that has to do with equality for women anti-men."
Believing that when all men are killed, he'd be spared because of his TikToks. And when he did also occasionally
He said that? Oh,
when all men are...
I can be spared.
No,
can I be
spared, please? And he said...
What'd he do?
No, you finna see it.
Killed, he'd be spared because of his TikToks. And when he did also occasionally support men,
now I've talked about men getting body shamed, women getting body shamed.
The objective was still the same. Try to make himself seem like a person who did no wrong. The caption of his merch was literally "Be Better," which seemed true to him as a church office manager and youth pastor on the weekends.
So depending on how long you've been following me, you may or may not know that I'm actually a very religious person.
People therefore heavily respected him, even making stan accounts such as Lovely Joe Robe, while comments on his live streams read, "I have so much respect for you. You speak for another's and it makes me so happy." Any videos criticizing him were met with thousands of dislikes until people became suspicious of Joe Robe's supposed morality. In late 2020, a TikToker named Gemini Official was exposed for his relationships with multiple young girls. Being in line with Joe Robe's content, people asked him to talk about.
You remember that? I vaguely remember.
I remember that name.
No, the whole. I don't remember the name. I remember the situation.
I don't remember the situation.
Because he did have a bunch of girlfriends, did he? He was young. It was something like that.
Okay.
I remember something vaguely. It was a while ago though. It was a while ago.
About it, although for whatever reason, Joe Rogan avoided the topic.
Messaged Joe Rogan saying, hey, this is a problem, can you speak about it? Which is bizarre that it would take you so long to talk about somebody who's grooming children.
Joe Rogan later explained on Discord that denouncing the actions was simply too obvious, although having previously claimed the goal of his TikTok was to create a safe space for young people, it seemed odd that Joe Rogan didn't want to talk about it. Perhaps he was simply avoiding drama, but this wasn't the only example where Joe Rogan deflected an obvious topic. He'd become friends with a TikToker named The Calvin Brandel, whose videos promoted a similar sentiment to those made by Joe Rogan. Well, turns out he'd been doing exactly what he disavowed, explaining he thought it was okay because he was TikTok famous.
I felt that with TikTok my ego was super inflated and I felt like I was invincible, I was unstoppable, I couldn't make any mistakes.
Despite having photos together on Instagram, Joe Rogan avoided the situation.
You have no problem calling out problematic men, but it seems like the problematic man is your friend and you're a little quiet.
Eventually addressing what had happened with this iconic statement.
I'll say it again. If you groom somebody, you are disgusting. The scum of the earth.
Joe Rogan, however, was doing exactly this himself.
This was somebody that I felt safe around, but I don't feel safe around him anymore because he's a groomer.
On one unassuming Wednesday,
Bro, it's about everybody that's getting online now is coming out like it's getting
Like all
crazy,
these skeletons are just like,
Not necessarily that. It's like
yeah,
I think. No, I ain't gonna say that. But it's just weird, bro. I don't know. It's a lot of weirdness, bro.
what?
Nah, it's just no.
17-year-old TikToker DillG16 uploaded the following video.
This video will be about one of the biggest hypocrites I have ever met in my life, Joe Rogan. John is a disgusting and terrible hypocrite who abuses his platform by using his clout to groom and prey upon underage boys. He has done this to multiple people, including me. John first followed me whenever I had about 30,000 followers and joined my live stream and asked for my Snapchat, so I gave it to him. After Snapchatting for a few weeks, he asked me if I wanted to get it.
Why on both ends? Why we like? I do feel like parents need to really monitor kids and their online presence. Because for one, why are you even feel comfortable enough to give a grown? It's a net, y'all. She been fighting for ever since.
I don't do bugs. I'm sorry,
but I do feel like parents need to like really monitor their kids' online activity. See who they're communicating with. See what type of content they're putting online. If not, like, say for instance, like my cousin, they wouldn't even allow her to get on social media until she turned 18, because they really didn't want her. Now she's grown.
yeah.
She's 18 and like they're like, hey, all hands off now. We can't do nothing about it. But but it's just because what in your head says it's okay for a grown man to be, what's your Snapchat? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on your end, but also not deflecting and saying any, like, to victim blame, but it's still weird as hell for a grown man to be reaching out to kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he disguises himself as a youth pastor, right? And I do know, like in the church and everything, like, just from experience, after a certain age, they try to move you from the youth and try to put somebody younger to deal with the youth. Somebody more their age and their speed. But that could be backhanded with that.
You said what?
Nothing.
They try to move.
Like, once you get to a certain age and get older, they like, hey, maybe you're a little too old to be a youth pastor. Now we need, but even getting somebody younger, that can be.
That would say either way it goes.
And that's when I said nothing.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it's a fine line, bro. Like, it's all can be chumped up to be weird, bro. Like, if you go down that rabbit hole, a lot of stuff can be deemed to be weird, you know? That's why I'm like, I was finna say, if you ain't, Because you're a youth pastor, you want to minister to the youth, so you want to build a reputation, you want to build a connection with the youth. But it's certain spaces I don't think you should be doing it, though. Not on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, more enhanced in the church, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay, but then somebody can be in there grooming, too. So it's like, where's the line, though? Because you want those representations to be able to reach the youth, because you want the youth to, you know what I'm saying, follow in the right directions, you know what I'm saying? But
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like,
only reason why, because I'm dealing coming from someone who went down that path, and not as far as a youth pastor, but just a counselor, someone who's worked with the youth. I wasn't doing stuff like that. Like, I was hard on him. I was that hard body, bro.
everybody
Approach is different too.
Yeah, but when it comes to stuff like this, it's not about my thing. It's that individual, their mindset is sick. Like you sick in the head, because ain't no way you think that it's okay. And also, since I don't really know whoever this person is and like their content, were you even like online teaching like the word?
True.
Like, what were you actually doing? Like,
besides tearing down men and uplifting women, but you're grooming young boys.
Like, it's just not.
It's weird, bro.
Yeah, something is just not clicking for me, because I'm just like, well, if you were a youth pastor, you was known as the TikTok youth pastor. Like, what were you actually?
Are we sharing words, or are we trying to connect to them and let them know? Like,
I don't know. It's just everything's just weird. But
I don't know his content, so I can't speak on it. So I don't know.
Live stream and asked for my Snapchat, so I gave it to him. After Snapchatting for a few weeks, he asked me if I wanted to get an Airbnb with him on my 18th birthday, which was over 3 months away. He started to send me links to 1-bedroom Airbnbs, and he offered to purchase me alcohol if I went. And this is him talking about the 1-bedroom.
In case we can't find any friends, I like that one, and it's cheap. It is very cheap, like $100 cheaper than the other places. And then we have lots of money to let's you do the gray, I do the blue.
And you say you do the gray?
I said. No,
I'll do the gray.
Yeah.
And then we have lots of money to do fun things, but there will only be room for the two of us. That's weird. Everything weird. The reaching out is weird, y'all.
That is true. Maybe one with like 2 rooms.
Oh, I just realized the ocean is going to be. Wait, who?
Effing
freezing. So we don't need to be near the beach. Like, I felt like I didn't want to.
For real, I forgot about that. I guess that means that. Even though it's TGH.
It was a typo.
Yeah, it's typo.
Yeah.
So.
But we still getting a hot tub. That's what they say. I can kind of see it a little bit.
Still getting a
Yeah, but you can press play so it can go.
He knew that I did not want to get the Airbnb, so he thought if he invited one of my IRL friends, I would want to go. That's him.
Oh shit! Duck back, boy. Hold on, my bad.
Airbnb, so he thought if he invited one of my IRL friends, I would want to go.
When does Noah turn 18?
Hold on.
I thought if he invited one of my IRL friends, I would want to go. That's.
When does Noah turn 18? He should be
we gotta get.
We can't get it.
Got it.
He should come with us.
Hold on. Started back over. Sorry, y'all.
When does Noah turn 18? He should come with us to the Airbnb if he's 18 by then.
I think before me, actually, he def go. That's a really good idea.
Yes. I don't know if he said
yes. No.
Yes.
Because the gray is the old dude. It's the pastor.
Yeah, yes. We need to get him into some Fortnite matches.
What are you doing tomorrow? Why are your old ass, why?
Yeah, that's...
Is it wrong to mentor youth people and have communications? Me personally, no.
This is wrong.
I'm not talking about this.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
I know you're not. I'm just circling back to this. We're not gonna talk on whatever. Yeah, you're not like that. This is wrong.
No. I'm just saying. Is there wrong to want to mentor youth and have them be able to be somebody they can reach out to?
No.
Yes, but it's I'm not playing Fortnite with you.
No.
I'm not doing none of that. Like, if you need me, you can reach out to me. I can give you some advice, and I'm here for you on a mentor level.
Yeah.
This is a hell no.
This is not no mentor. Me wanting to like.
We talking about hot tubs. We asking when somebody else turn it. Because why are you so concerned about 18?
Yes, you're so adamant about make sure they're turning 18. You're still talking to someone when they're underage. Like, either way it goes. This is no.
You're trying to avoid something, but you're still trying to prey on something.
Child.
Let's go.
That's him asking when he was going to turn 18.
And while Joe Robe was at least waiting until their 18th birthday, the group chat they shared wasn't quite so clean.
During one of the Zooms with all of my TikTok friends, John thought it would be a good idea to have us all take a BDSM score test and send him our results. Keep in mind, the youngest was 15 years old.
What is that?
We'll probably find out what it is.
A BDSM score test? I don't know what that is. I don't know. Why were you even having these conversations with a pat?
Old, and the oldest were 19, and there were only 2 19-year-olds, and everybody else was 17 and below.
Which had happened just a month before Joe Robe's 28th birthday. Dilgy added one more detail before the video finished.
I found out that there are multiple people that John has groomed.
As a person named Coco then also came forward.
He started asking like different questions, like, what state do you...
Oh, why are you asking me? Why you want... Bro, you're a pastor. Nah. So a BDSM test your kinkiness and find out your kink archetype.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, bondage, discipline, dominance, and wow, that is sick. That is sick, bro.
You live in, and do your parents let you travel, and do you like to travel, and and he offered to buy me a room with him. He offered to buy me alcohol. This is the one quote I remember him talking to me. I may be a pastor, or I may work for God, but I'm not against kids having fun. I should have realized it right there.
Then there was another.
I can't go into specific details about what happened between me and Joro because it is quite not safe for work.
And another after that.
He'd also make promises about getting Airbnbs and meeting up with us. He'd promise alcohol and hot tubs.
Joe Robe's accusers then made a Google Doc listing everything else he'd done. He'd tried to get blank and blank to create an OnlyFans once he turned 18 and said he'd set it up for him and subscribe. Also strangely bribing the group to call him hot, and locking a girl who was also intoxicated out of Zoom for calling him old and refusing to call him hot. Papa Gut talked about the document in this video here, after which he'd be messaged a story worse than every other one combined. I ran a small fan account for Joe Robe on Instagram. He eventually asked for my Snapchat. He told me no one else had his Snapchat and made me promise to not give anyone it or to tell anyone what we talk about. Conversations got really weird, and he sent me a lot of dirty pictures, 4 of which were included to prove he wasn't lying. I was also 14 at the time. He didn't even bother to ask how old I was, or for any form of identification, but he would call me a baby a lot, and would try and force me to call him daddy. To make matters worse, John's church profile explained, outside of his work at St. John, he is a private music teacher with over a dozen students, and up until recently, was the activities chair for the Northern Sky District of the Boy Scouts of America. But wait until you hear why he left his previous job. Someone messaged one of the accusers, I wanted to reach out because I'm on staff at the church he used to work at. He was removed from staff over 2 years ago, and he was really upset with our church and strict protocols for working with youth, so he left to go to another church.
Who says about the strict protocols about working with you? Boy. And then you gotta be aware of them church hoppers, though. You do have to be aware, man.
I'm just so disturbed because I said,
my bad.
I was just gonna say it's somebody new every day. It's
So-
just like so sick.
So obviously they recognized something.
Mm-hmm.
The previous church.
Either
and
recognized or someone came forward and maybe.
And they tried to put a stop to it.
Mm-hmm.
And
by getting rid of him.
But he ain't gonna do nothing but
putting a stop to it. That's just
relocate.
Yes, it's putting a stop to it there, I guess, from that person. But yeah, you just
But it's still stepping up and doing something though. You trying to do something at some.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it doesn't stop him from going and hurting someone else or doing something to someone else. Like I'm just saying, like he's not going to be able to hurt any of the youth in that church, but he just going to go to another church, and if that church find out something, just another church. It's just an ongoing cycle until something legally is done. Yeah. Why do you look like that?
No, I'm just listening.
Oh.
No, I'm listening, and I'm like, yeah, I agree.
We're currently in the process of contacting the other church and places he's at, as well as local authorities. Joe Robe's LinkedIn partially confirms the story's legit, as it shows he previously worked in the very same church as the lady who told the anecdote. Unsurprisingly, people demanded Joe Robe also lose his new job,
St. John Lutheran Church. You have some explaining to do.
With Papa Gut even calling the church directly.
This is the church that he works at. I know this because I called the church that he works at and I asked him if he works there. They said yes. I told them that they were very serious, incredible allegations. They immediately hung up after they said, oh, thank you.
Despite hanging up the phone, the church quickly deleted Joe Robe from their website before iSpeak1906 extracted an unofficial statement.
The pastor reached out and he wants to remain anonymous. However, the bishop is aware and he has been terminated and authorities have been contacted, and that's about all that we have.
But the bigger question was, how did Joe Robe himself respond? Did he make a self-aimed TikTok about his own heinous actions? Well, no. He deleted his TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, even his LinkedIn, and hasn't been heard from since.
He hiding.
Baby, he done wiped everything, even the LinkedIn. Honey.
When you wipe that LinkedIn, it's like you trying to low key skate off the face of the. When you in that type of profession,
Papa done changed his whole little appearance and everything.
Yeah, he running. He's running. Damn, that's crazy.
Refusal to address the two previous situations suddenly all made sense, while others were less surprised. The accusation can't be real. A white knight influencer being secretly an awful person is unheard of. Not even surprised. It's always these types of men that end up being predators, but no one was less surprised than one of Joe Robe's former friends. As someone who personally knows John Bell and lived with him at university for a year, I can assure you that he's not the good guy here, and that these accusations line up with his past behavior. The dude was all-knowing, manipulative, homophobic, and tried to give off this ultropious Christian facade. Nothing about his online presence was genuine. Karma is taking a toll on him, and I'm glad he's getting thrown off the internet. Before any of this happened, Vegan Teacher had stated, John Robert Bell, you're going straight to hell. And it turns out her song hit the nail on the head.
That should have made a whole little...
They don't like you
either. Oh my gosh, but
oh man, this is
something. It's so crazy because every day I'm like, it's just something new, and I'm like, if I knew, because I didn't know nothing about him.
Yeah.
But I'm like, even just like the videos and just like the overdoing it. That's always a red flag for me. Like when you overdo something, like you can support, like, and it can feel genuine. Like what comes from the heart reaches the heart. So you can feel that. But like someone when they overly do it and it's like like I'm trying to cater to one side and like I'm targeting and trying to tear down this other side. That's always a red flag for me. So I don't know. That's so weird. And I did, and for a while I was like, for a minute I was like, dang, he really trying to like. Little boy, but it's just youth, period. It's just minors, period. You're sick.
He like a minor.
That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, this just sick. It's every day now, bro. It's getting out of hand.
It's getting so out of hand, man.
Man, if you got kids, if you watching this, you got kids, man, that's on social media. And I try to tell like my mom and my sister about that because my nephew, he loves TikTok, he loves YouTube, and I just be like, hey, please monitor it.
Especially when they have like you just handing them devices and not monitoring anything. You're not checking into who they're watching, what they're looking at, like things of that nature. Like they got a whole phone where you ain't no telling what these kids are doing. And when you're just giving them devices like, here, get out my face, and that's that. How they could be getting into anything.
Fast,
you never know.
Y'all spam us up, man. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid Assist.
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my